Heather from CysterWigs.com, and this is the Jones wig from Estetica, and the color is Caramel Kiss. I ordered this color for this style intentionally because I knew from the photos that it was really super shaggy and layered and crazy looking, and I thought this is the perfect kind of color for that sort of style because look at how cool all these highlights look with that texture. It really shows it off, doesn't it? Tell me what you think, you guys. I look for what you say in the comments, so definitely let me know. I really like this wig. My two favorite wigs from the winter 2019 collection that Estetica recently launched have been Sage and this one. I think this one's much cooler looking because Sage has a fairly traditional page shape with just kind of slightly deconstructed ends. But this one is kind of like crazy, shaggy. It's like a bob shag crazy hybrid. It's like the punk rock love child of a shag and a bob. It's very cute, which means that because it's definitely saying something, it's kind of a statement wig. It's very unique looking, though it is very reminiscent of Hunter, right? And Page by Henry Margu and any number of wigs that Hunter has inspired. This wig has much shorter layering, just straight up, much shorter layering. So in that regard, it reminds me a little bit of something like Kona, or that's a belle tress style, or Zuma by Renee Paris, has these very deconstructed hairs on the top. But I think that the fact that most of the volume is up here where the permatease lives and not down here on the sides, as in most of this texture is very straight, so even though it's deconstructed, it's not curly. I think that helps make it very sleek on the sides, where it only kind of flares out a little bit at the ends here as opposed to a full-on flip. Sage has a much larger flare at the bottom, so it definitely takes on more of a traditional kind of flippy bob look. This doesn't do that at all. I'm sort of struggling with the bang. The bang is kind of an awkward length for me personally. I would probably trim this. And in fact, I might keep this sample because it is pretty darling, and I will probably cut a bang into this. But it's a little bit on the long and unruly side. I think that if it's swept off to the side though, it looks really cute. Just bear in mind that this does not have a lace front. So maybe you know, kind of sloppy part with a sloppy part in the front is probably the way to go. Let me do another little 360 so you can take a really close look here at Jones and Caramel Kiss, and then I'll show you the cap construction. I like this one. I heartily recommend this one. Just kind of bear in mind where this layering hits, because this will have extra volume here on top, particularly if you play with it at all. And it does have permatease on the top. So if you are afraid of a little bit of volume up here, you know, if you find like Cameron by Renee Paris to be overwhelming, it has very similar length layering, and so this one will probably be very similar. But likewise, if you like Cameron by Renee Paris, this wig's a really kind of snazzy, fun little companion piece, I think. A little friend, replacement for it once in a while. Make it look like it grew out a little bit. Anyhow, this is an open cap wig with a classic cap construction. There is no felt at the front hairline, which is kind of a bummer. Like, this is a premium wig line, right? For medical patients. There should be some felt here, just saying. And I'm being real nitpicky because I like this wig, but I always try to tell you guys what I think in honesty about this stuff, and sometimes it's not always positive, you know? We've got open wefts here on the side and in the back. We also have an open nape here with hook adjusters and open ear tabs. And this wig does stretch a little bit, though I would say, you know, it's not as stretchy as a lot of the other Estetica wigs that have a completely open cap. So if you buy this line, because it tends to be very accommodating, bear in mind that this particular wig fits, you know, it stretches, but it still fits like an average wig, which it is an average wig. So, you know, at least it's truth in advertising, right? It's just usually Estetica wigs fit a little bit bigger than that. So this is Jones. I like this one. If you think she's a little wild, but you like the overall concept, check out their Sage. She's got a little bit more of a traditional bob shape with a more traditional sort of flip, particularly in the front. even though that does have technically deconstructed ends, similar to what you see down here at the bottom, except they're a little curled. But what Sage doesn't have is all of this up here, and it doesn't have a front like this. So if you like fringe, you like layers, you like Jones, you can get her at CysterWigs.com. That's CYSTERWIGS.com, but not this one. I'm keeping this sample. So until next time, have a great night, everybody, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.